Hello. Hi, everyone. Welcome to MindBody TV. Thank you for the virtual hugs. Welcome, everyone who is here for MindBody TV. I'm Dr. Kim Duramo, for those of you who don't know me. And this is our weekly broadcast to share, I would say, not just insights about mind-body healing. It's really to cultivate a deeper sense of presence, consciousness, activation, awakening, for the purpose of consciously creating health and wealth. And that is really what today's session is themed around, is self-love to manifest health and wealth. We are in the midst of the 5-day instant elevation manifestation challenge, which has been amazing. I'm so glad we did this. And the main piece here is that when we are more fully connected within the self, manifestation happens automatically, healing happens automatically. It's when we disconnect that it disrupts all of that, right? And our life becomes chaotic, our body becomes inflamed, and like virtually every chronic disease known to man begins from that vantage point. So we can switch that, we can adjust that, we can change that. And so really right now, where it's holiday season and there's so much outer focus, like I've got to buy gifts for other people, I've got to do this, we've got to make sure we see other people, which is all awesome. But when we do it from separation, it's empty and it becomes exhausting. Like it's so depleting. When we connect within first, which is what I'm going to talk about today, and we're calling self-love, we connect within first, we nurture the self first, we are more connected with everyone, everywhere, right away. And then when we show up to cultivate that connection with others, it's from a whole different place of wholeness. So it's filling, it's fulfilling, it's nurturing, it's energizing to connect and love others when we do it from wholeness. So this is what I wanted to share today, is like that shift from disconnection, and we're in like survival, fight or flight, dot the I, cross the T, get it done. Okay, I saw my friend. Okay, I bought the gift. But none of it is actually fulfilling us. It's not going to really cultivate those relationships into love either. So how do we shift that so that we become more conscious, more awakened, more aligned with self-love, and we can really give to others and participate in this holiday season from a much more fulfilling place. So welcome, everyone. I love hearing where you're tuning in from. We have JP, hello, Melanie, hello, Brittany, Louisa, Janelle from Oklahoma City, someone in Facebook coming from California, someone from Canada, and then we have lots of people in here on Instagram. Hello, everyone. Michelle, Freshwater, Winter Mitchie, Susanna, hello, Laurence. Lots of other people, I don't know the names. Joy Girl Candles, Jackie, hello, Mama's Pot. All right, everyone. So the first thing I wanted to share, Tanya from Serbia, someone from UK, Malva from Sweden, Arizona, Washington. I love the subject. Malva from Sweden, love the subject, and have really noticed I used to create from stress. I'm changing that now. Awesome. JP from Russia. Hello, Jennifer from Michigan. All right, everybody filtering in. So the first piece is to understand you are already creating. And as I've been talking about in the manifestation challenge, let me just draw this here. I know I've used this little diagram so many times, I should just print it on my wall, right? We are sending out an electromagnetic field. We're sending out signals. We're transmitting a signal, right? So we have our body, but we are electromagnetic. We are pure energy. So then we have this field, and it is sending a signal, and that will create, it will impact matter, right? As we see scientifically, matter is not solid, separate, or unchanging. It is profoundly and immediately impacted by our observation of it, by our expectation. And one of the big things we'll do in the live event in Dallas in January is look at how, your reality is not a reflection of your actions. It's not determined by your actions. It's determined by your attitudes, like 100%. And then we put so much energy, effort, and time into the actions, the doing, go to work every day, go buy the presents, go do the thing, see our friends, whatever we're doing here. We put so much energy into that, but it actually doesn't create, it's not the factor that determines our manifestation. It's not our actions that create our reality, it's our attitudes. Because on a quantum level, we are vibration. We are sending out a signal. We are creating our lives. Are we doing it consciously is the question, right? Most of it's happening unconsciously. We're in these patterns, we're in these programs, and that's creating our lives for us. And so you don't need to make it wrong, right? You're saying it's my fault that I have cancer? No. It's not anyone's fault. It's your creation, right? And you can either take responsibility to allow even a slight shift can happen instantly, or you can continue to put it outside of yourself, put the power outside of yourself and just be at cause, right, of what's happening. So what if I want to actually consciously create my life? It's a little tricky because one of the things that happens with manifestation is like, all right, now here's what I want to manifest. I'm going to make it happen. But that's still separation consciousness. We're still efforting. We're in attachment. And that's not the frequency that will send and transmit the signal that creates our highest possibility. So what I have done and what we're doing in the Instant Elevation 5-day challenge is to cultivate a more harmonic field. If all you do is just become more aware of what's here with presence for what's going on. Wow, there's fear. I'm going to really just look at that. I'm going to really just sense and feel what's here. Wow, there's grief. Gosh, this is so intense. This is so overwhelming, right? Notice, 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 notice. If all I do is that, I am bringing more presence to my field. Your presence is the medicine. So this is what I am calling self-love. I am willing to be with my fear. I am willing to be with the one who is sad. I am willing to be okay and let in the sensations, feelings, emotions, and experiences that are here in my system. Not to change them, to overcome them, to make them go away and have something better show up so I don't ever really have to feel this. That's not the same thing. And that won't create the same thing. That'll just lead you on a long, busy, wild goose chase. I'm ready to meet what's here and feel what's here and sense what's here. And that's why with the instant elevation, we drop in. We feel, we allow, wow, what's here? What am I sensing? What am I feeling? What am I experiencing? Carrie said, I was just thinking about the holiday rush and randomly turned on Facebook and saw this. Yeah, so you're ready for something different. So what could it be like? What is a higher possibility? Now, self-love, we're just going to focus on that one part. That's kind of like in the first part of the instant elevation, I become aware, right? Hi, body. Here we are. How are you feeling? What's going on? And just like if you were to sit with a friend and you like put your feet up and your body, I am here. You drop in. Your friend is going to feel that. And it's not the same thing as like, okay, I'll give you the opposite, what we usually do. Yeah. Oh, how are you? Yeah. What's up? Am I here? Am I with you? Am I actually present? Or am I like over here tuning into, well, it's not my phone, it's my case. Because my phone is here for Instagram. But if I do have my phone and I'm like, here I am, my presence is over here, right? Outside myself. I'm not even in my body, let alone present to you. Versus, let that go. Here I am. Not only present to you, I have to be present to myself. You can feel a big difference if someone is in the body, feeling what they're feeling, sensing what they're sensing, and connecting with you. Versus someone who's not, hey, how are you? What's up? Oh, I'm really here for you. Oh my gosh, that's awesome. But I'm not actually dropped in, right? What can happen in our exchange? Not a lot, right? We dotted the E's, we crossed the T's. I mean, we dotted the I's and crossed the T's. We caught up on life. Okay, check the box. I caught up with my friend. Did anything actually happen? Not really. Did we have an experience? Did we assist each other's expansion, right? Because what are relationships for? Other than, wow, I feel so grateful and joyful that this person's in my life. There's a contribution. What's a relationship for? It doesn't contribute to your life, right? Or contribute that you're contributing. Like, I'm going to serve this person or this community and I feel more whole. Same thing. It's contributing to my life. So we got to drop into the body. And the greatest love we can give to others has to come from self-love. I am here with myself. There's an actual person in this body, in this interface connecting with you. There's an actual person in this body on the other end of the phone. There's an actual person in this body, writing the letter, writing the Christmas card, or maybe it's in a store, you interact with people, right? Is there a person in that body? Because if there's not, nothing's really happening. Maybe you bought the thing, but did you have an amazing experience? Like when we're in Durango, it's awesome here. I love it. There are a lot of people here, like dropped in. Something about the mountains and something about living in a place where most people who are here really, really want to be here. They have chosen to live a life that is centered around who they are, right? You don't come to a place like this to like do the thing, right? I'm going to get a great job and I'm going to, have my life look like this. Durango's like, it's not like that. So most people who are here are really, really intended to be here. And so I'll go to the store, like we bought a book, and like you have a real experience. Someone says hi and there's really a person there. You can feel something happen. That's love, but it can't come if that person is disconnected, if they're not in self. So self-love has to be the precursor to every exchange. Do I feel more whole after I have that exchange? Oh, thank you. We have the exchange. I buy the book, but it's not just about getting it done. There's also joy. There's also Merry Christmas. And even whatever it is, there's something that happens because that person's connected with themselves. It connects me more fully with myself and vice versa. So if you are doing love from or manifestation from, here's my sheet, from unconsciousness and disconnection, all you're going to create is more discord, more stuff to do, more busy. Oh God, now I have to do that too? Okay, let me get that done. Wait, what? How about if I pause, check in, align. Whoa, there's a person in the body. I am breathing all the way down to my pelvis. I am feeling my belly breathe as I'm communicating with you. I'm in here. So much more happens, like the whole universe shifts. So why is this self-love? If I'm in rejection of myself, my experience, my sensations, my feelings, my emotions, and I'm popping out and I'm doing the thing, I'm going to do my life, check the box, I'm in avoidance, right? Am I meeting myself fully? No. So I've got to drop in first and connect here before I can actually connect with anyone. And it is a massive difference what happens when I do. Massive. So will I love myself enough to get present to everything I'm feeling? Let me tell you, what I'm feeling is a lot. It's a lot. Sometimes I can't believe how much is happening in here. And I used to think That was the wrongness of me. Wow, I am just way too much. But to be the vastness of presence, love, I am willing to be even with this, is expanding into all that I am, right? What if I actually am the space? What if I am that presence of that much love that has space for this much grief and this much sadness? Because it's crazy. So I talk a lot to, or we communicate a lot. My friend Kyle Cease, I still call him Kyle Cease because even though his name is Kyle, I always knew him as Kyle Cease. So I'll be like, oh my gosh, well, Kyle Cease said, and my husband's like, is you mean Kyle? So we don't get to chat on the phone a lot because it's not the same time. So like I'll leave him a message and he'll leave me a message. And like the whole universe shifts because the level of presence he's in is massive. And it's like, so it brings so much up. And so I forgot what I was going to say about the whole thing, but I had an experience yesterday and felt so much, something that happened a long time ago, but some of the energy and the emotion of it is still there. And so for me, being in self-love, so I heard this song and it brought all of it up. Being in self-love means I'm willing to feel all of that. And I started crying. I know what I was going to say because Kyle's always like, oh my God, I cried so much. And like, I moved my whole life. My whole life changed. Oh my God, I just cried for like hours and it was awesome. I'm like, yeah. And so I cry. I mean, I just like instantly, there were like massive amounts of tears coming and it was a beautiful experience. Right? It's repressed grief that is painful and toxic and creates disease, not expressed grief. And this was like, oh my God, like this time I felt so rejected and just still to this day, how could this have happened? Right? It was such a deep pain. And it wasn't missing the person that I felt rejected by. It was like, good, he's doing his life, I'm doing my life. And that's actually really good. It was this part of me that the song brought up, right? This one song happened. It was so powerful, but so much came up. And this part of me that felt, how can you leave me behind? How am I nothing? You don't see me. You don't see how amazing I am. You don't see how precious and beautiful I am. And so I had to meet that part and let her know, you're amazing. I see you. I see all of you. I see everything that you are. And how amazing you are, how worthy and valuable and precious you are, right? I had to meet that part of myself. That's what I'm talking about when I say self-love. And that's why I went into the store, because I was on my way into a store and there's presence in my body, right? So people are like, hey, how are you? They perk up because they're more present in their body, because the crazy thing about this is it's contagious. Right? When you're down in the body, and this is how manifestation is activated, your presence is felt by everyone and everything around you. It will always and immediately change your experience. Oh, Rebecca says, Rebecca Fazio, health coach, shit, I'm crying right now. This was so needed for me to hear. And it's a journey of, will I go deeper with myself? Will I go deeper with myself? For me, there's a component where I've got to slow down to be witnessing the depth of what's really here. Bring more presence to it, right? What does that do? It makes space for more of the being of me to come in to the body. So if the body is the lighthouse and the being, the presence, the witness is the light, you think of manifestation like the technology's already in place, this big lighthouse, and it's going to be able to project all over this whole area of the sea and let everyone know, hey, I'm here. Here's what I need. You know, don't sail your ship in this direction. Let's not collide. It will send the message, but you have to put the light in the lighthouse. And that's what happens with self-love. You're putting the light in the lighthouse. And then it can, there's a different pen here. It can send a signal, right? What is that signal, right? Is that signal, I am worthy. I am amazing, beautiful, and I'm worthy of love and receiving infinite wealth, health, and abundance. True wealth. Kind of always feel like I have to qualify that because there are these ideas about wealth that are really not what actual wealth is. Wealth is well-being. Wealth is, I have enough space to take a full breath now. I don't have to just rush through my moment, right? I'm in more wealth now than I was a year ago. Probably more wealth now than I was a few minutes ago, right? Because I'm going deeper. So what we put out is what we will get. People say that all the time, what you put out, but then they try really, really hard to put something else out, okay, from disconnection to make it happen. Oh, that's not going to work. So we're ready to put the light in the lighthouse. And I am going to share about our event in January in Dallas, which I'm already going deeper into myself to cultivate the presence for, to do the work of what that event is about, so that all you do is step in the room and you're in that alignment, cellularly engaged in the highest dimension of you. So this will be a live event centered around mind, body, awakening. And awakening, the awareness is the awakening, right? So, wow, I'm aware there's so much grief. How do I make it go away? No, that is the medicine. Wow. Because as I'm aware, I'm breathing into a deeper space of me. That changes everything. The event is at drkimd.com/Dallas, and you are all invited to be there live. Oh, Nadine. She said, thank you for being so fucking real. Priceless. Malva, I've started to feel that the reaction to my presence when I'm in presence and meet others. I'm starting to feel that. The reaction to my presence when I'm in presence and meet others. It's new and feels really good. And I've got to also be willing to receive and accept that some people it's going to do the opposite. It's going to blow them up because they're so committed to disconnection. They either have to run away or yell at me. You know, that doesn't happen a lot, but some people don't want to feel what's in their system. They're so scared. It's not because there's anything there that's harmful or bad or unlovable. It's because they're scared, or they're in so much judgment that to see and feel a person fully embodied feels like a threat. So I've got to be willing to let that be okay. I'm okay that you judge me. I am, because there's so much compassion, because I do the same. I've been judging myself too. Right? And until I'm aware, that's why A in the instant elevation, ABC, is like kind of the 99.9999%. The more I become aware, the more, of course, I'm going to have compassion. Wow, I'm doing the thing that I'm pissed off that she's doing. Oh my God, that's where I'm judging. That's where I'm rejecting. Oh, that's not my choice. That's hurting me. Let me shift that. Let me love myself. Because then I can really love someone. And then it's like you have a 2-second interface. Like when I met Kyle Cease, when I met Kyle Cease, it was like an instantaneous best friend. He was like, I loved him I've been following him for a while before I met him, because he's so authentic in how he shows up that you really feel Kyle. You, of course, love him because so much Kyle there. And so then when we met each other, and you can watch the episode, it was, I think, only like a month ago, maybe 2, a few weeks back. You can feel that. Like I can't even recommend it highly enough. Watch that video. It was so powerful. And it was so powerful for me. And so that we're in each other's lives has added so much depth because of presence. He's not perfect, right? Not perfect, but we are willing to be fully embodied in the imperfection. And that is so powerful. So I just shared, we haven't uploaded it to YouTube yet, this awesome private session I had today with this amazing woman who was suffering from like MS symptoms. What's going on? We don't know. Pain, weakness. And we've been working together. We had a few sessions and a massive, massive shift. She's transmuting because she felt so powerless in her life. So she was in that high gear of survival, overcome, work hard, and her life got harder and harder. And her health deteriorated. In this session, she was so willing to go to the depth of actually experiencing the powerlessness and the pain that the energy could transmute. And it was such a universal session, like such a universal thing that like we were moving from powerlessness to peace. So I asked her, can we share this? Because I think this will be helpful for so many people. So we'll be posting it on YouTube sometime very soon in the next day or so, that private session, so you can receive that. It was so powerful what she did and what she brought up. So the collective is moving from powerlessness, separation, fear, into peace, wholeness, unity. And that's an embodiment. That is a presence you bring. You've got to be willing to be with what is here now, right? Manifestation's like, no, I want to be with the other thing, the better thing over there. Get me there. But it's a rejection. I don't want to be here. I want to be there. We can't ever, ever rectify that. You can't ever expand from rejection. You just contract. So how do I create this manifestation from where I am? I have to go more fully into where I am. And that is what we're doing with the instant elevation process this week. You can join at any time. You can watch the series starting at day 0. It's a playlist on my YouTube. And that is what we'll be stepping into in the live event in Dallas. So cool what you just said about our presence affecting others. And you feel that. Like, I remember when I was a little kid and you just hear the garage door go up and you immediately knew it was a mom or dad. I immediately knew this is mom coming home, this is dad coming home, because their energies were so very, very different. So you didn't have to see it. You could feel whose presence is here. So play with that a little, like, oh, I already am able to feel and sense energy. What if I tune into that more? What if I develop that more? All right, here we go. It is a must watch. Metamorphic Mind. It is a must watch. It will help you elevate everything in you to open up to more. I think that you're talking about the interview with Kyle Cease. Yeah. Andrea, I'm having a hard time dealing with my 12-year-old daughter and her desire, always wanting. Her twin sister is the opposite, but I find myself so resonant to all the indulgence around us. Oh, so resistant. Okay. So always look at, what is this showing me that's in me? So where are you experiencing your 12-year-old daughter? You're experiencing her here in your system. You're feeling the feelings she's triggering. You're thinking the thoughts that come up. It's here. So go deeper and drop more into, what is she triggering me? What am I feeling? And maybe you're like aware while there's resistance. Maybe you're also aware there's judgment. Maybe you're aware there's fear. Oh, she just wants so much. I'm afraid she'll always want more. And, and what do you? She'll always just want more and never be fulfilled. She'll always want more and be entitled and eventually fall on her butt and fail. I mean, whatever that might be, right? What's the fear? What would it be to just let her have her desire? And because you're willing to meet your own and your resistance, you're able to presence that, because your presence will bring her into a rebalancing. right? She's going to react against, what do you mean I can't have desire? I'm just going to have more desire. Your kids will push a button. So if you are willing to meet, then you transmute that button, right? Where's the fear? And where's the resistance? Oh, just all this indulgence. We have so much stuff. Feel that. Oh, wow. There's is it a disgust? Is it a heaviness? And then look at, where am I holding things in my life that I could let go? What am I holding on to that I can let go? And the first one is judgment, for sure, maybe. But there may also be stuff like, I know, our kids, they grow so fast, and then there's like all these clothes, and you're like, oh, we gotta give away the clothes. So we give them, with intention. I'm mostly just so grateful to create the space in the home, right? You have this, you enjoy the clothes or the toys or the stuff. I'm grateful it moved through our experience, and I'm grateful it's moving out, and it makes space for something else. There's more coming up in that, but there's a lot that we are holding, and we can make space for letting things move through. So many of us seem to share the experiences of having been told we were too much, too sensitive, and beyond. Thank you for sharing your experience. Yeah. Yep. And that actually came up in the session today that's going to get posted to YouTube. Okay, so for our practice today, self-love. What does self-love actually mean to you? And what does it actually look like? For me, it's so funny. Like, the theme of my life is like, slow down. And there was resistance to it in that my system is so fast that it almost was like, don't be yourself. But that's not what the universe is asking for me. Slow down is like, be more of yourself. Don't rush it. There's nowhere to get. Drop in. And yes, my system works really fast and creates really fast. But that doesn't mean I have to be on a treadmill of fast. It doesn't mean I have to be doing fast. I mean, it's crazy how fast that my system will be. And then I'm like, Kim, you're in a body. Like, you're bumping into stuff here. You got to remember, you're in a body. The physical is a denser, slower frequency. And that doesn't have to feel oppressive. If we drop in, we recalibrate our physical body. That's how the body heals itself. Drop in. It will immediately recalibrate. It will feel your presence. All right. So hard to see my stepfather not knowing who I am or able to help him. Yeah, Yvonne. And that's why it's so essential to presence. What am I experiencing when he does that or doesn't do that? Do I feel my grief? Do I feel my fear? Do I feel not, like I didn't do enough? I should have done more. Regret. What's coming up in me? Meet that. Breathe that. That's really what we're doing in the Instant Elevation Challenge, is deeper and deeper and deeper into the self. Can't wait for that session to be posted. Karen, Mavia. I need my glasses, but I'm not going to wear my glasses because when I wear them, then I need them more. I looked at the menu and I was like, why I can't read this? Last week I could read it. And Mara's like, you've been reading with your glasses all week. I was like, oh, no. So now I stopped using my glasses. So says Mavi, any advice to deal with fear of abandonment? Yeah, same thing. You've got to actually meet the one who was abandoned with love, with compassion. So now I don't have to fear abandonment anymore. I'm willing to meet. I'm willing to expand beyond it. I'm willing to be the space of love that can hold the one who was abandoned, just like I did for myself walking across the street. I heard the song and then I'm walking across the street to go to the store and I'm crying. I met the one who felt so rejected, so unloved, and loved her. Breathed to feel all of it, to say yes to all of it. And that completes that part. Maybe there's a little more to complete next time that song comes on, but a big part of it is in more wholeness now. I think it's due to me always having played my own wants and needs down. I've been having a similar experience with my daughter too, and her incessant demands trigger a lot of resentment. Yet for me, having always put down my own wants and needs, yeah, it'll mirror something that's ready to move for you. I've been going up leveling transformation nonstop. Now I'm just accepting presence more and more. It's so fulfilling to be here in the now. That is it. That is it. And that is what I've been sharing in the 5-day challenge, and certainly what we will cultivate cellularly in the live event in Dallas, is that if all I do is drop in, the manifestation of my highest possibility automatically takes place. So I don't have to go in the mind and think, what does it look like? Let me visualize it. Oh, I don't know the specifics. Let me think about it. Like that's work. If I actually just drop in, that alone feels so much lighter and juicier and nurturing than getting on the treadmill, doing the thing. I'm good. I feel great, but I'm actually not feeling anything, right? That alone is so much lighter and more loving and nurturing, that I am already in a higher frequency, a much higher frequency. And it's your frequency that determines your manifestation, not your actions. I keep manifesting car accidents. I'm forced to slow down. Oh. God bless you. All right. I love you guys. Thank you for being here today. We have our team Christmas meeting. We're going to meet on Zoom because we couldn't really get together, and everyone's in different places. So how cool is that? We're going to have our team Christmas meeting, cultivate some love, deepen a space of presence for what we're doing in this business. I'm so grateful and thankful to have an amazing group of people on my team who care about this, who care about what we're doing. And it makes my life so awesome to work together for that. So that is something that's been manifested in my life, definitely as a result of my dropping in more fully. There was a time it was way more chaotic, and my manager, wasn't really managing. And it was putting out fires and urgency. And I was like, this is not working for me anymore. And the message was, you go deeper. Don't keep looking for another manager. You go deeper in yourself. And I did. And I found my awesome manager, Laura. And it's been a blessing. But I had to go deeper in myself because, interestingly, months before, I had a conversation with Laura. And I'm looking, and it didn't resonate. I'm like, I don't think that's a fit. And I didn't go with her because I wasn't ready. I wasn't in the space where I could see that choice, right? So I had to because there was urgency, but I got to get someone in place now. No, you have to drop into your fear and urgency more. I didn't want to, right? I just wanted to get the thing handled. Check the box. Okay, we got that done. And then you get this temporary pseudo peace that isn't really peace and doesn't really last, but it feels like a good thing, versus your presence brings actual peace. So drop in to presence. You know how, because we're doing the instant elevation. You can tune into that playlist. It's super easy. Just feel your body more fully and welcome what you sense and feel. And then witness what shows up in your life. All right. I love you guys. Thank you for this awesome year. We have a couple more awesome MindBody TV episodes to finish out the year. And I will be putting just as much heart into those. So I'm excited for us all to move through this together. If you are interested in joining me in Dallas, the details are on the page, drkimd.com/Dallas. I welcome you. I look forward to connecting more fully and stepping into this together. Lots of love. Thank you for the hearts. I'll see you soon. Bye.